Here's a question from Susan Hopkinson. Thanks for your insights. What are your thoughts on using relocation charts? Well, it depends what for. Relocation chart is part of a branch of astrology called Astro-Cartography. And here, I'll mention Martin Davis, who you can contact through my website, who's an absolutely brilliant astrocartographer and won a prize with one of his books on astrocartography. It depends on what you want them for. They're very, very helpful, I would say. If you want to relocate, because if you get a relocation chart drawn up based upon a correct time of birth, that's really quite crucial, the correct time of birth. Then you can pick up a vibe about a place that you haven't got to yet. And then you have to match that with what's going on with the transits at the moment, and of course the natal chart energies. And Martin is absolutely brilliant at doing that. So I would say using a relocation chart, and I touched on this in another question, if you want to improve your relationships, then you might want to get on your Venus line, wherever that sits in the world. If you want to improve, or even money, your finances, again, a Venus line. If you want to improve if you want to improve on your spirituality, then or art, get on a Neptune line. If you want to improve on if you want to be successful, more successful, maybe get on a Mars line where it's very dynamic, but of course, can burn you out. Yeah. So you've always got to look at the basic natal chart energies and see what condition the natal chart shows Mars to be in, or Venus, or if you want very unusual, inspirational experiences, you might very briefly get on a Uranus line, but I would never suggest living on a Uranus line or on a Saturn line, and unless, of course, you've got a really, really absence of Saturn at all in your chart, then living on a Saturn line will be challenging. But so really what the relocation would do is to turn the volume up on that natal planet's energies in your life. Okay, so nothing else is popping into my mind about that one at the moment. So thank you very much for your question, Susan.